Hello everyone and welcome to the Fresh Step, where you recover yourself for the main step. I'm your host for today, tomorrow, and the foreseeable future, Theodore. And I'm with the hottest peddler in the UK and admin of the Peddler's English Wiki that finally came back from his holiday, Ayumu Seiki. So Ayumu, how are you doing today, finally?
Excuse me, I told myself.
So yeah, tell us your story. Like, what happened while you were gone?
While I was gone, I went to I went to Taiwan for how many days was that? I can't even count. I can't math.
Alright, I'm the
1,
one who's
2,
the math.
3, 4, 5, 4 days. There we go, 4 days. And then yeah, oh my god, it was goddamn ridiculous. Because actually, have I told you this? I was supposed to get my US visa on the 27th, and then 2 weeks before that, my dad, or 3 weeks, well, just very recently, basically, and then my dad suddenly randomly said during the dinner, was like, "Do you want to go to somewhere?" I was like, "Where? Japan or Taiwan?" And I thought, "And when?" And it's like early August, and I was like, "Dad, have you forgotten that I'm going to get my US visa? They're going to take my passport." And it's like, "Oh." And then later on, he booked the trip for 22nd to 26th, and I'm getting my visa on 27th in the morning at like 8 a.m. And then I was like, if there's a typhoon and we're stuck in Taiwan, I'm dead. Fortunately, that didn't happen, and I got my visa successfully. Just that my passport is stuck with with the ambassador right now.
With the embassy.
The embassy, yes. My English sucks.
No, it's okay.
Yeah, and then these 2 days I went to the anime convention and got a lot of stuff. Trying to remember what I got. I can't remember what I got.
It's okay. Losing your memory is actually pretty scary. Like yesterday, like there's this really scary thing related to my memory, like, because
yeah.
I was opening my bank application, and then to access my my stuff, I need to give them like one password that I only use in that application, right? So so here's the scary part. I was opening that and then I was sending someone money, and then I wanted to check my history after that. So it is something that is taking place, like there's like 15 minutes between I'm sending the money and I wanted to check my history, right?
Yeah.
And then suddenly it's just gone. Like my memory of what my password is just gone. Like I look at my keyboard and then I can't remember anything. Like usually it's kind of like a muscle memory thing, right? So like, okay, so I usually do it like this. So it's like, even though I don't remember the number, I can kind of like figure out like what is the combination. And then this
True.
Yeah. And this time I saw my keyboard and then like nothing's popping out in my head. Oh no.
Yeah, no, it's the same for me. Like I have 2 bank accounts. One for Hong Kong, one for the UK. And then the one in Hong Kong, the security question is, what is your memorable answer? And I was like, what? Like, can you not ask me something like who was my best friend, or like where did I go for school or something like that? What is a memorable answer? What kind of question is this? And I could never get us access to my account online.
No.
yeah, I'm gonna change my password like 2 weeks later. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you can. I mean, like if you are in Hong Kong, then you can just go to the bank and reset the menu.
Yeah. That's what I'm gonna do. Yeah.
Yeah, that's also what I was worried about, because I actually tried like, okay, so I might be able to use like this one combination, this two combination, and then I think I now remember what my what my combination is after I resetted the damn thing to get that.
L. That's actually funny.
But they actually like it kind of resets the whole thing, right? And then okay, so when I resetted the password, like the information that they asked as my last ATM card number, and then the problem is I haven't been home in 4 years, right? So technically all of my ATM cards are dead.
Oh no.
Yeah, like 22 or something. It's like, oh, what the hell? Because of this, I can't use my mobile banking.
No, it's actually the same for me. Like, okay, yeah. So for me, I came back to Hong Kong, yeah, and like at first, I actually couldn't even go to the ATM machine and get out some cash because I actually forgot the PIN number. I was like, okay, so first of all, so like in the UK, like the PIN number is always 4 digits, but in Hong Kong, it's 6 digits.
Oh yeah.
So I was like, oh mom, I'm gonna go grab some cash, and she came with me, and I was putting the card, and like, because I thought I'd make the same password as the same PIN number as the one in the UK, and don't do this, guys, it's very dangerous. So I did the same thing. I was like, it's wrong, and then my mom said, it's 6 digits. So I put in 6 digits. It's wrong again, and she's like, "Don't try the third time. They're gonna lock your account. Come back tomorrow." I was like, "Okay, fine." And then my mom was like, "Isn't your password gonna be something like, a password?" And then I was like, "Yeah, that's what I thought as well." But I can't remember what kind of other password I could have got.
Wow.
And then like a week later, I finally remembered that I'm using my ID number as the PIN number.
Which is pretty nice.
I mean, not really. I mean, you're supposed to be keeping your ID number secret anyway. So yeah.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. I mean, there's nothing wrong using it as a PIN number.
Yeah. Like in Indonesia, the problem is no matter how much you want to keep it a secret, it's going to be out there anyway. So yeah.
Well, I mean, to be fair, you're only giving your ID number to either the government, who would have known your ID number already, or the hospital. So.
Yeah, it's a little bit complicated, but yeah.
Maybe the employers as well, but. I'm in the UK, so they don't bother with that, so I'm good.
Yeah, true. Yeah, actually, like today, I have like a specific question I want to ask you today.
What is it?
What makes a game a game?
What?
No, I was like, I feel like it's a personal, how to say, like it's a personal thing to me. Like I find it personally interesting that people are being angry that Vanguard Tier Days is not acting up as it's not like they have a Vanguard Tier Days is pretty much a full price game like we do, like there's like Connected Battlers or the older iterations of Yu-Gi-Oh. But people are pretty much because this Tier Days contains sets which is pretty recent. People are pretty much complaining that how to say it is, yeah, because all the DLCs are paid. The game itself is full price at like $60. So basically, the big comparison is Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. which is I mean like Master Duel is a really different beast on its own. I think it's just a good game. It's just I mean like I haven't touched tier taste, but if I were to compare it to Connected Battlers, even I think it's a whole different experience. Like Connected Battlers, it is a full price game, so while the gameplay aspect itself is not that much different, as in there's not much animation, blah blah. In the animation, in the animation side, probably Master Duel is better. But like the content of the game itself, there's a story, there's a character that they crafted just for this game, and so on and so on. I think that is like the charm of Connected Battlers when you compare it to Master Duel. But Master Duel is more like, okay, so I just have 30 minutes, I wanted to play some games. You just open Master Duel, there's no frills on it. You can just play on it right away. But even then, I don't think like Master Duel is something that is equal to Yu-Gi-Oh! Even. I mean like although it's Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, but like if you compare it to the paper Yu-Gi-Oh! Then it's still going to feel different, doesn't it?
Yeah, I suppose so. I mean, I suppose there will be some kind of restrictions on online, but I don't know how to play real Yu-Gi-Oh! So I would never know.
No, I mean like the role is exactly the same, but I think still feels different. I mean like, I mean like.
Okay. I mean for sure, I guess, because like you will want to use. I mean, you will want to hold cards in your hand, and like flip them around and everything like that. I mean, that's why I prefer the physical cards than online gameplay as well. And oh my god, like I just turned on Band Dream because I just remember I wanna do some gacha, and I'm just watching this very Yuri scene right here. It's like, what is this? Why are they holding hands? Why are they making a star? What? But anyway, back to your topic.
I don't know. I just find it very interesting. I mean, like, I guess, like, I mean, if you are far away, there's the. I mean, like we are so used to battle spirits we do remote matches when it's just not feasible for us to go far away, right? I mean, like
true.
Like, if we want to play with an American, it's still a much more feasible way to play compared to going to the US. Although if we can go to the US and meet like Kaito and him in person, it will probably better. But I feel like it's probably feels nice like if you like, because most I think the question is people wanted like kind of a simulator like what we have, mostly fan made, like of course with since you are also involved in Fastball for Battle Spirits, right?
Yeah.
Most of these are fan projects. Don't know, like, do we really need this? And these fan projects usually, for what they are, they already do like what they need to do. Like usually when you want to play online and you don't have the cards, okay, they made it available for you. If you want to test, okay, then all the card pool is available to you. Like, okay, so it's probably like even if you want to nitpick and say that okay, nothing is automatic, like I think in tabletop simulator even you can kind of program it to be automatic. Is it?
I think so. I mean, I rarely do that as well because it just overheats my laptop, so I don't like using it.
I see. But I don't know, like, do we really need an official simulator at that point? Like I mean, like yeah, I think in the end, like a game and a simulator can't really be compared, right? I mean, like even as a product, well, then it would be a game, but yeah, yeah, it's a pretty now. It's a pretty now that I am trying to think about like what is the difference, like what make a simulator and a game different, like where does it stop being a simulator and what does it start being a game?
Oh my God, that's a
Mm-mm.
very philosophical question.
Yeah, I can't believe.
And of course, I got nothing from my gacha for my life. For my grinding, man.
But yeah, it's interesting.
I suppose.
Yeah. So what?
Well. I suppose one thing is that there is an aim in games. Let's say it this way.
Yeah.
Like the official will want you to keep playing the application.
Yeah.
So they will be like making particular ways to make the whole thing interesting and like also make you to stick to it. Like you need to grind for something. There will be a storyline, there will be official tournaments and stuff like that, and like you would consider that as a game. But a simulator, well, I suppose in some sense you can call it a subcategory of a game, but also its main function is like, because like in this sense here, like when we say game, we mean like video game. So a simulator wouldn't exactly be that, because like it basically doesn't have any automatic functions which would work with it. So let's say that. Let's say it this way. Simulator is supposed to means to imitate something. So first of all, you would know it's not going to be official, and I think that part alone already kind of makes it not a game. Like it can be carrying something that's a game, but the simulator as an application isn't a game. Would that make sense?
I guess, yeah. I think if we want to be specific, yes, I think I got like how to make it easier to kind of differ them. So like, because I think, like, as you know, the scholarly definition of a game is just an enclosed system with a goal, right? Like I mean, I think we can't really say that. Okay, where does it stop being a game and where does it start being a simulator? But it's more like, where does it stop being just a simulator and when does it start being like a full service game, right? Because like with simulator, usually it is the requirement stops at you are being able to, okay, so you can draw cards, you can there's a shuffling method, and then you can see the cards. I think it once it can do that, even if it can do more than that, but once it can do that, it already fulfill its task as a simulator. But in order to actually stop being a simulator and start being like a full service game, then yeah, that's what you have mentioned. You need to give it some sort of added value for the players to keep on using the product. So whether it is to provide a server so that you can kind of like so you don't have to do the processing all in your PC kind of thing. Whether it's to provide story, characters, updates. And yeah, so I think that is where we can draw the line. Okay, so this is not just simulator, this is a full service game.
Yeah, and I think Yeah, I think at the end, the true definition is only whether it's official or not. Because you're calling it a simulator because it's supposed to be mimicking something that's not supposed to be yours. Like, I'm using Vessel to play Battle Spirits, but I cannot own Vessel or own Battle Spirits. So like by that sense, that's why I'm calling it a simulator, because I'm simply using something which someone else has created and try to mimic what they're doing. That's why it's called simulator.
I see.
Yeah.
I kind of get your point now. Okay. So the next philosophical, it's probably not a philosophical question, but since we are put in the position, although not professionally, in the position of management, like management, like this is probably more like a management or business case study. But should all TCG game be a freemium model like Master Duel or Shadowverse?
No.
Yeah.
No. Just no. It's just because like it will lose it. It will from a technical point of view. It will lose a lot of varieties which card games could have become. Like Battle Spirits is literally the best example you can have, because you can't exactly carry out the whole mechanic of using cores on a screen. And even you do, it's a lot of limitation, or it's very slow, so annoying that people would rather not play it. And besides that, like it will also keeping it on a screen will also limit the development of the game. Like even when we had connected battlers, the devs have to limit to certain sets, because obviously, first of all, they can't install that many data into one game, but also most importantly, they don't want any coding to clash with each other because of how differently each card works. And like if you keep a game on the screen, it will you're literally preventing yourself from making it to do things which you could have done if it has been a physical card game. So no, I would always say card game has to be physical. Fuck video games.
No, I mean
hate that shit.
I mean it's not a okay. So I think my pronunciation is a little bit wrong, but that is a nice observation there. But I think, but I mean we have connected battlers. We have tier days, which are full price games. So you pay for a certain amount of price. You get the gameplay, and then you get cards from a certain set. And then if you want more sets, then you just pay more, and then you get access to all the cards. Just you need to access them by doing in-game actions. So you access the content, and then you do the in-game action. So you pay for the access to the content, and then you do in-game actions to actually access the content, kind of thing. While in Yu-Gi-Oh or Shadowverse, it's a freemium, right? So you can just do in-game actions, but you do this in-game actions, you collect money, which is comparable to real money, which you can also use in the game to get direct access to the cards itself, right? Which is why it's a premium, because it's technically you can do everything for free if you want to lose 8 hours of your life every day. Otherwise, you can if you wanted to pay just to so I just wanted to enjoy the game, I'll just rather pay and then play for less time probably. So
Right.
these are two different business model. There are different business goals that they want to achieve. But like yeah, that's why like, do you think like all since the big companies like Battle Spirits and then Vanguard, like they already have like video games anyway, like do they have to make like do you think they have to make like a freemium game as well? So basically just available like Master Duel.
They can, I suppose.
Yeah, I guess that's
No.
like if
No.
you like if I
Keep
give you like,
the physical. Fuck this.
no. But I guess yeah. Like I think like when they do like full price game, I think they whether it's a full price game or full service game like a freemium game, I think like in the end the target market is not really the main players are, isn't it? Like neither it is trying to actively recruiting new players. Like of course like if they sell connected battlers and then they announce they like advertise connected battlers, then there will be some exposure that kind of goes to battle spirits as well, right? But I think people who loves if there are people who actually buys connected battlers and they just like connected battlers, I mean like it's also fine, right? And they might not come to battle spirits, but they might just like connected battlers for what it is. So yeah, I mean like I think the target market in itself is already different. Don't think like I mean like because doing a freemium game, we always thought okay, they're going we always thought that with the freemium game I mean like they already have the code, like why don't they just make this available? Like but do we all I mean like back to the technical part, like do we always conveniently forget that there are some infrastructures on the back for multiplayer online games so that we need to have so that everything can work smoothly, right? Like I mean like you have mentioned that okay, Battle Spirits has 15 years 15 years of card pull, so that's really a lot. Yu-Gi-Oh has even more, like but how do they fit it in Master Duel, like in Master Duel, which is, if you compare to Genshin, it is much smaller, right? Although it's all just images, but it's images from cards that is spanning like, I think it's 4 plus 23, so it's 27 years now. It's 25 years. But the point is like, it has to be stored somewhere, right? I don't think you just download everything at once. You just download what you need at a time, and then when you need like cards that you don't usually use, then they will just download it at that time. So
Okay, interesting.
It all has to be stored somewhere. And yeah, there's also like to make it fair, and if everything is just processed in your PC or in your opponent's machine, then there are ways it's much easier to cheat that way, right? Like you can just okay, so everything just goes from it's calculated in my client, so I can just trick the server, haha. I just can trick my opponent's client to think that I am also a legit client, kind of thing. It is much more complicated than that. It's not like I can do it, but I think like how to say, like technical wise, it's probably going to be wiser just to let all the server to do all the processing.
Can you even do that though? Or actually,
yeah, I mean like
if you do that, if you do that, the processor will just become really slow if your network is even half of what it's supposed to be.
Well, yeah, I mean like that's why it sucks to play online game in how to say, like in a foreign server. Right?
That's why I don't like. Keep it physical.
Yeah.
Done. Fuck it. Fuck this.
No, I mean like the. Yeah, I like the bottom. I think I speak way too deep into it, but I think the bottom line is there's an additional cost that needs to be maintained if they make freemium games, and that means they will have to force you to do even more gacha. I don't think like Master Duel gets any money from the physical Yu-Gi-Oh! Right? They only get money from the Master Duel. So like
I don't know.
yeah, I mean like yeah, I think like people probably thought that okay, so you're getting all this money from Vanguard. Why don't you make it? Why don't you make the free version available to the masses, right? I think that's where it's easy. It's very easy to just accuse the company of okay, I've given you all this money. Like, why are you not using it to make the digital game? Although you already have the codes and everything. But but of course the money is given to develop the physical card game, right? Like if they then develop a separate video game for that, then that video game has to fund itself eventually, right?
Well, true. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that's it's just a rant. I just want to rant about it. It's just like why? Not everything has to be freemium. I just want to pay. I just want to pay once and be done with it. It's also probably because I'm too old now. And like even with the physical cards, I now prefer just to so I just asked my friend and asked him like okay, so if I want everything, how much will I pay? Okay, so this amount I'll just pay it. It's like okay, I can do my research and okay, so maybe I only need 2 of this card. Or maybe I only need 2 of this card. But yeah, it's time consuming, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, kinda. Yeah. I mean, I kind of got used to it, but yeah.
Yeah, I think like I don't know. It's just that kind of feeling sometimes. I feel like at this age, although my disposable income is not that big, it feels like at this point of life, I feel like kind of appreciate more like if I can finish, I can how to say like solve my problem with money. Don't know how to describe it without sounding too making it sound like a rich people problem since I'm not rich, but. But yeah, it just feels like it just feels like that, right? Like if I can pay money to solve this problem, like although it's not much, like example, like if I need to be somewhere like quite soon, like instead of I can either run and risk injuring myself, or I can pay a little bit amount of money to get the electric scooter and injure myself even harder. But faster.
Bro.
But yeah, I don't know. It just feels like sometimes. I mean, it's basically like the boils down to also like sometimes there are days where you are just okay, so I don't really want to get out. I don't want to go out to eat, but it's just like okay, I don't want to cook today. not even cooking in instant ramen. Like there are days where I'm just that lazy, and then I just okay, so I'll open my phone, check on Uber Eats. Okay, pizza pasta is €11. Oh fuck, this is once in a while. I'll do it.
My bank account is preventing me from calling Uber Eats, and I mean that, and I mean that. I have too veel money to be calling Uber Eats every week.
Oh yeah, like some kind of financial management AI running in your bank.
No, that was a metaphor. It just means that I never call Uber Eats.
Yeah, like I say that, but I call Uber Eats mostly, maybe at most once every 2 weeks. But yeah, I really sparingly order one.
Yeah, I just never done that because like the delivery fee that I'm paying, I can literally afford for another meal. So
Oh,
yeah.
And that is definitely a turn off. For me, here most of the delivery fee is free, but the biggest turn off for me is the minimum. So sometimes
right, yes. There's this thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I can barely remember what's on like delivery stuff because that like you check my phone, I have no delivery apps literally. The only times I do that is with my friends, and it will be my friends who are ordering delivery, not me.
Interesting. I think in Indonesia, they kind of have invaded our life so much that I just think, okay, yeah, if I am that lazy, I'll just wait for 1 hour. Why not?
Yeah, because like, on the other hand, if I'm living in Hong Kong, literally, I wear my slippers, I go downstairs, there's one restaurant, I don't need to do any delivery.
Yeah, the only problem is there's only that one dinner restaurant right in front of my house, and it closed. I mean, like sometimes it's I just wanted to eat something, and then I open my phone, and then it's 10:11. It closes 11 minutes ago. God damn.
Lamau.
But I guess like the only my biggest turn off is if sometimes I am willing to pay the overpriced pasta. I don't know why. I feel like pasta here, if you buy it in the store, it feels really expensive. So, but even then, when I was like, okay, fine, I'll pay for the pasta anyway. It's not going to be that small anyway. I need to convince myself that. And then okay, so I'm going to put this €9 pasta inside my cart, and then I want to check out. You are €1 away from the minimum order.
Yeah, that's why I don't bother.
Yeah, I know, right? So I think in the end, most of the things that I order for delivery is just pizza. Just like pizza, if you buy two, and then sometimes you can get like some pizza, you can just buy one for like €6, €7. You get like the large pizza.
Yeah.
And with the €10 delivery, €10 minimum, you just buy two and then save the other one in the fridge or something. Then you can just reheat it and it will still be good. Like, do you need two pasta? That's going to be €18 by the way, for 2 meals. With pizza, if you really want to stretch it, you get €12. You get 4 meals. So yeah,
That sounds like a deal.
All right. I mean, like it depends on how hungry I am, but still, like normally, if I can hold myself, if I buy 2 large pizza, then it's going to give me 4 meals, right? Right. Otherwise, yeah, it's probably going to be at least 3 meals, but yeah, I don't know. It's just feels like, I mean, like technically you can also do that with pasta, but it's just when you open one bowl of pasta, like I think my brain just sees one bowl of pasta, and then yeah, this is 1 meal. It's just hard to see, like open one pasta and then see it. Okay, so I'm going to eat half of this and save the other half.
Nice.
Have you ever felt that? Like, do you have this non-problem?
I mean, I would deliberately do that. Like, you know how KFC sometimes have what's it called? It's like chanty wings for £6, and I would literally order that and separate into 2 meals. So that's £3 a meal. And then my friend just tell me like, but if you leave them in the fridge and then eat it the next day, then like the skin wouldn't be crispy. And I said, you need to get used to it when you're poor.
True. Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, I guess like it's mostly just because I have an I have an air fryer, so that sounds like you problem.
Literally, like
It's crispy no matter how long I've kept it in the fridge.
no, they're not really like. I mean, I don't know. I just like the taste really.
Yeah, I mean, like in Indonesia, usually, you can still get like fresh food for really cheap. So I never really divided my food. So that's also probably why. Like I never really have to divide my meals until I come here. Yeah, I don't know why. It's like because if I cook by myself, usually like the cost of food if I cook by myself is around 1.5 to €2 for each meal.
Yeah.
Once I come out, the cheapest meal is like €6, so it's like, ooh, everything's expensive.
Yeah, it's the same. Like if I cook it by myself, it's just like £3 to £4 per meal. If I go out to eat and it's not fast food, it's gonna be at least £10.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I understand that. That's also why, like, if I can divide it into 2 meals, I'm going to divide it into 2 meals.
Yeah.
Oh, what is this? Oh, wait, the proto is tomorrow, right?
The proto is right now.
I mean, like, tomorrow there's a second day, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I think the first day is done.
No, it just started.
Huh? Oh, okay.
It's just only been an hour and 45 minutes
But
since they started.
Oh, wait, what is this? Oh no, it's an
Get your time.
It's an
Get your time zones right.
I think my head is not in the right space. I've been blabbering about a known problem of whether a card game video game should be free, should be freemium or not, although we rarely plays them. Nah, it's personal because recently I've been playing Master Duel just to fill in some 5 minutes that I have to wait in work. Like because my PC is getting old. If I wanted to build a program, it takes like 5 minutes. So it's like, yeah, it's just enough time for one match, isn't it? Also, there's this one artist on Twitter. I think they just recently started to play Connected Battlers, and then they were really enjoying it. And then it's like, yeah, it feels infectious. It's like whenever I saw them post something, it feels like, okay, I kind of wanted to touch Connected Battlers now. And I played that, and then I spent 3 hours, and then I contemplated on my life and put them back. Like, I don't know, like, yeah, I think the CPU itself is not as strong as real people, right? Especially like being friend with Amamiya, like no, like it doesn't feel like a challenge at all, like the CPU, but it still feels nice to just fight against the CPU. It still feels nicer than fighting against a wall. And then I think it's a nice contained experience because, like, since again you mentioned that the Connected Battlers only has cards from Rebirth, True Rebirth and True Rebirth, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, basically that's also like a nice way to kind of force myself to play in that format, because like otherwise you can always let's gather and play with only cards from this set to this set, and then everybody showed up, and then okay, I forgot to build my deck. Can we just play with the normal ones? Yes. Yeah. So yeah, there's that. I think it's a different experience on its own. So yeah, I think it's a nice kind of. It's just the freemium and the freemium and full price game, I think they offer like totally different experience, and I think they have their own charm. Just because the company is not creating a freemium game doesn't mean the company is trying to kill your game. They are trying to keep your games alive by not trying to overexert themselves and encore too many, cause that might not come back.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Maybe with how Vanguard now, I don't know how strong Vanguard as a brand right now. Like back then, if they get through with Cardfight Online, then maybe they can pull it off. But now, yeah, it's kind of hard to tell. I mean, like, it's mostly because I'm not really involved in the community anymore, so it's really hard to gauge like how popular the franchise actually is.
Yeah, I'm not exactly interested in the game. But talking about that, actually, yesterday at the convention, I finished a questionnaire and I got 2 starter decks for free.
Wait.
Yay! I might gotta try on it again.
What starter deck yet again?
Oh, that is. I actually haven't opened them. What's this?
Like
Dark States. Dark States.
Mm-hmm.
And then Stoicheia.
Oh yeah, the Stoicheia is actually, I think, still.
Yeah, I think the Stoicheia one is good. Like, I've seen.
Yeah.
But not sure about the Dark States now. I was planning to get to Stoicheia, but then I was thinking, maybe I'll get 2 different ones so that someone can actually play.
Yeah, I think except for the boss cards, I think even the boss cards, you basically with the new Vanguard starter, they kind of make it so that you only need to buy one.
Oh really?
If I'm not
okay.
Wrong,
that's good to hear.
I mean, like, I only bought one to dismantle for the triggers and the perfect cards, so I haven't touched it in a while, but I think, as I recall, they already give you like 4 of the great trees. Hey, it should be cool with only one. And anyway, if you are only going to keep it for collection or just to play with a limited amount of people, yeah, I guess you also benefit from having the variety.
I was thinking about getting back in when they announced collaboration with Monster Strike. But then they told me this Japanese version only. I was like, bro.
Yes, and that's true.
Yeah, they can fuck off. Yeah, because then it means it's never sold in the UK. So yeah.
No.
Yep. So yeah, I still haven't learned anything about the D era yet. Overdress, I think that's what they're called. Yes. I know they had this bullshit called Overtrigger.
Oh yeah, you get one from the starter deck as well.
Yeah, I know I do, and but that's about it.
Actually, for Stoicheia, I mean, like, for starter, I think that one is enough.
Yeah. I remember that was good. I don't know where I saw it, but I remember like them saying that it was good for a while at least. So, yeah.
I guess it's for what a vanilla, it is a vanilla, but for what a vanilla is, it gives 2 of your units 1 million power. 100 million, sorry.
Oh yeah, and like you can only put 1 copy in the deck.
Yeah.
Like, I really don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, because like, it just means the game is like more and more relying on luck, and that's not a good thing. Especially like, you imagine, like, you go to a tournament, you literally spend hours on the plane, and you play there, and you lost because your opponents managed to refill the only card in the deck and survived.
Congratulations, Ayumu. You
I
have
would
just,
hate.
you have just how to say? You have just guessed like the most people's complain about the D format.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, I guess because I play casual, so I don't find problems with it. And then I met my friends, and then they were like, "No overtrigger bad hoarder."
Yeah. So I don't know.
Well,
That's why I'm still very reluctant to try to get back into the game. Because like if I'm not playing competitively, I'm not interested in it.
interesting.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess like that's also like because it's happens really rarely, right? But like the fun part is somehow like these people who complain about overtrigger, it their life is like basically zero overtrigger or all overtrigger. So like basically if when they test like none of their tests sparing opponents open any overtrigger. And then come their tournament days, out of 6 matches, probably like 3 of their opponent opens overtrigger. So it's like, why?
Yeah. Fuck my life.
Yeah.
I can literally feel that with Battle Spirits. Like actually, I brought Fermat to the tournament 2 days ago, and then like before that, I've been testing it, and like, it's been going very smoothly. And then on the tournament day, I bricked so hard, I only won 1 round out of 6. Like, why?
No.
It was the same with Ice Princess as well. Oh my god, this game doesn't want me to win.
Yeah, that's why it gives all
I'm too powerful. I'm too powerful to nerf me.
Yeah, they need to nerf you a little bit.
It's not even a little bit. I couldn't even get anything, man.
Yeah, that little bit is a relative term. But yeah, my friend just reminded me that Battlefield is not the only game that is guilty of making just random thing a weapon. Like because we have like our card of the day today is it's just a necklace, and it's an exalted.
Oh yeah, we always talk about that.
Yeah, and then he reminded me like in Grand Blue Fantasy.
Okay, yeah.
Like they also like the type of like they have like separate weapons as well, and the weapon type kind of like can kind of like affect things subtly, like because like your character has this thing called mastery. So like if you use weapon that matches your mastery, then it will be better kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then there's a gun, but the weapon type is an axe.
L.
But it's a gun. I remember like there are more like funny stuff like one character his like really like his character is really attached to ramen, and then his character weapon is just a bowl of ramen.
What?
Yeah. And then the type is actually something like a GBF ramen.
What the heck?
So let's see. Like what is the type of the weapon type of the ramen? So recruitment weapon chopsticks. Oh, I see. So they're focusing on the chopsticks, but the whole art is it contains the ramen as well. It's a melee weapon. Wait, what?
What?
It's a melee weapon. I see. Let's see another one. Like let's see if we can find another ramen that and see what their type is. I see. Red hot noodles. The Tantan Man. This is a melee weapon.
Okay.
Okay, and then last one. Actually, not last one. It's the second to last one. And unparalleled chopsticks.
What the fuck?
Unparalleled chopsticks. It's a spear, by the way.
What the fuck are these? Like, did they run out of ideas or something like that and decided, hey, let's make a pair of chopsticks weapons, apparently?
Well, I mean, like in Kung Fu stories, they will definitely do that. Oh my god. But yeah, it's just funny. Like when the game is like, okay, so we wanted to make it look this way, but it's not. But it's not that. Yeah, like when I make like my secret game that I just make for just to make a game. Also like added like the main character's weapon is a shotgun. But I just name it like the punishing stick. And then the main character's gimmick is he doesn't have any skill, but this weapon is a gun, so he still deals more damage than his friends.
Bruh.
My god, it's a nice flavor, isn't it? Now that the BS02 is released, the store championship is actually starting. Yeah, we will need to see, because I think it's fair that people are being tired with PS01, that it has been there kind of like it has existed for more than 5 months, so about 5 to 6 months. So yeah, let's see if PS02 can keep things better, like because the gap between 02 and 03 is much smaller, right? When is 03 coming out again? I think it's
October.
Oh yeah, that is not that long. So even if people are bored with 02, they can be they have a new toy in 3 months.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not 3 months isn't really that long to be fair.
I think it's normal. I think it's just
It's normal, yeah.
Yeah, it's just with PS. It's because with Battle Spirits, it's more like because there are collab sets, there are extra sets, there are premium card sets. Yeah, it feels like there's something to spend on every month. So actually having the time to kind of take a break like this, it's nice.
Yeah, for sure. As long they're not like just like keeping completely quiet for like a whole month, I'll be fine with that.
Yeah. I mean, like
that was horrible.
Yeah. I mean, like if you are from the BSS marketing thing, there's an easy trick to do that. just promote the European events.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
true.
Like the grand open rarely happens on the same day anyway, right? So I think like even if they just say, okay, the registration is closing soon, or okay, so here are the winning deck lists, that's 1 week of content.
Exactly. I don't understand why they don't do that.
No, right? They don't want people to know that there is a real continent outside of the US. Yeah. Like yeah, they like I wouldn't be surprised if there are people in the Pro Tour who met like the European people and think that they are actors that are paid by Bandai to say that they are from Europe.
Lamau.
Yeah, I don't think there is anyone. But if you actually think so, please let us know. kind of want to know your view of the world, especially since you now have someone. You are now listening to two people who come all the way from Asia to Europe, and now trying to understand how we can get to the US.
Yeah, I'm definitely trying to get to the US like next time. You guys are lucky I'm not there today.
Yeah. If you guys are in the Pro Tour, you're listening to this probably going to be 1 week later than the Pro Tour, but yeah. If you wait, it's probably because Ayumu is not there. Just kidding. Yeah, if you win, it's your effort. It's your best effort, so be proud of that.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, I guess today's pretty slow as well. So yeah, I guess if you have 4 days like this, if you guys have any stories to tell, if you guys have any questions you guys want us to ask, or you guys have any topics in particular that you guys want us to talk about, please do drop them in our email at therefreshsteppodcast@gmail.com. So yeah, I guess that has been everything from us for today. We hope that you guys have a nice week going forward, and we'll see you all in the next turn. Bye bye.
Bye.